Hello, and welcome to another episode of In Case You Didn't Know. You get to hear it from me. Follow, like, submit. There's nothing to really submit to, but pass this on. If nothing else, you can just hear my wonderful voice, argue with me, complain about things. I mean, that's the daily life here. Complain to me about something, the weather outside, because I control that. Let's take a look here again. Let's take another closer look, okay? Because there's a lot of misinformation that's bebopping around out there. There's a lot of people saying, the body doesn't go over the tires. Yes, it does. Okay. It's as big as a UDR. No, it's not. It's the exact same approximate length as the Max 4S. What exactly is it? It's like a 7 scale. Maybe it is a large 10 scale. A scale. Okay, we'll go with kind of like an A scale. It is a zippy vehicle. Okay, moves around very fast. 90% of the parts are new. Okay, it's got a low CG chassis here. It's a solid, chassis on the bottom, looking nice, and bigger motor, but you got room here to add more. The tires are the same size as the Max, just not as wide. This is something you could probably add the wide Max kit to. The arms are like the V1, but they're not the same arms. It does come with the wheelie bar on there, and this thing is clocked at over 70 miles an hour, running two 11.1s in there. Okay, they stack in there. I like Traxxas products. I play with my brushless Rustler drag car, if you guys have seen. I like using the Bluetooth. I like being able to adjust my throttle on the fly, increase it to 110, or I can drop it down. I like being able to control my braking. I like being able to control my steering. That is a nice thing that you can do immediately on the fly with your cell phone for only an additional $40. Anybody who has a VXL definitely needs that. If you're wanting to dial something in, a drag car or anything, that's what you want. This is something that's just a little bit different. It is a lower chassis than the Max. It's longer. It's going to be something fun. But as Traxxas told me, there's a lot of cool stuff coming down the pike. There might even be an 8-scale buggy coming down maybe at some point. Okay, you didn't hear that from me. The motorcycles. Okay, we still got our $50 off on those. Okay, we still got a few of those left here in the store. Rent me. I got these all set up with the lipos in there. You get 30 minutes of run time. It depends on the throttle. That's why it says 20 minutes plus. So you didn't get me on nothing. Okay, it's 20 minutes plus. You can, between 20 and 30 minutes, depending on how you're on the throttle out there. I got it at full speed. 3,000 milliamps are in there. We just were running them the other day for some customers, and they had a blast. Some 11-year-olds were out here having a kick-ass time running on the track. So that is a must. Okay, so if you got some kids or you want to check something out, come rent one of these. Soon as the Gorgons become a regular, I'll have a couple Gorgons. I'll have a red and a blue out there running as well. Got our used. Okay. Now here's a little secret I'll tell you. Okay. So some stuff sits for 3 months. Some stuff sits for 3 days. Sometimes 3 hours. I went through that Camaro in 3 hours. I went through the Axial probably in about 3 or 4 days. That thing's gone. Okay. The Wraith. All right. While people are complaining about things, other people are getting off their rear. They're coming in the store and they're buying stuff because they know how much stuff is worth. There's a ceiling on everything that I sell. No matter what I pay for it, there is still a ceiling. No matter what is on the vehicle or what the vehicle you perceive to be worth, there is a ceiling. Okay? Meaning I can't get any more no matter what you want to do to it. I had that Slash 4x4 here with $700 worth of upgrades on it. The thing was a $1,200 to $1,500 truck. The max I could get out of it was $500, and the dumb thing wasn't even run. Okay? So that is the max price you can get out of things. All right? If I pay more doesn't mean I can sell it for more. It don't work that way. Just because you paid more doesn't mean I can sell it for more or you can sell it for more. It don't work that way. Now, I got to thank so many of my customers that have been coming up here on Sundays and they've been telling me, hey, I love your videos. I've been following you. I come up here. They bought the Wraith. I sell 2 or 3 vehicles every few days. Had one of my guys buy the Outcast. Cool dude. He comes up here. He buys several vehicles from me. Same thing with the guy who bought the Wraith. He knew what he was looking at. He him-hawed for it at about a day or two, and then boom, he was on it, and he came in here and bought it. Okay, him and his daughter, boom, they got it. Okay, again, while people are sitting on their hands and they're questioning me, other people understand. We check these things out the moment they come in before I buy them. They get checked again before they get put on the floor. They get tested. I cover all the warranties on all of the main manufacturer's electronics on here. Okay, so these things are checked multiple times before they hit the floor, just to let you know. Okay, this isn't stuff that I am not marketplace. Okay, I am a hobby store that's been here for going on 16 years. Okay, I have been in business with my father since we started in 1985. I've been personally selling used vehicles since the early 2000s when I started selling T-Maxes when they started being resold. Okay, people were paying $400 to $450 for those back in the day. The max on the max was $200 to $250 for an e-Revo. Okay, that wasn't me who set the market. That was the public. That was no matter what they had on there, they would not resell for more than $250. Okay, that's you paid $400. This is how it goes. Okay, now some of these guys, and again, I love this. They're telling me how they come from far away. Love it, man. Love it. Coming from far away, coming from an hour, 2 hours away sometimes to come check out the store. Okay, to come try sell me something or come pick something up. One of our guys rode his motorcycle out here for over an hour to come out here, check the store out, and check everything out. Maybe might be doing a little bit of trading with the Clodzilla, so keep an eye out in the next couple of weeks. Dude was cool. Might end up having that out here, so everybody keep an eye on that. It's a 25-year-old Clodzilla with all sorts of goodies on it, and it looks beautiful. Now, that guy knew how to talk to me. That guy knew how to tell me what he had. Now, I get other people who want to bring things in here, already know what they're worth because they're a collector's item, not an average day type of item, know that they're selling on eBay for $1,000 or $500 or $600, and don't mention the fact that that's what they want for them. Okay? Has anybody, raise your hand if you've watched an episode of Pawn Stars. Okay? If you've ever watched a pawn show, it works the same way. If I buy it for $1,200, I can't sell it for $1,300. I am not making $100 profit on something that may sit here for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months. Okay, waiting for that one special person to come in and buy a special item. I don't know how much something is worth until I get to look it up. If it's, an aftermarket or if it's a special item that somebody, it's 30 years old or something like that. Okay, and mixed into that is, it's cool that everybody comes from far away. Okay, but that's not my fault if you have to drive from far away. Okay, so I don't want to hear, well, I had to drive from far away. No. I like to hear that you've driven from far away when it's a positive thing, but don't be blaming me that you had to drive from far away like it's something that I did. Like I've been driving further away from you just to make it harder on you. It don't work that way, man. If you choose to drive here, awesome. Okay? Love it. But hey, I used to drive an hour out to Strongsville to work every single day. Hour there, hour back. And when everybody would complain to me that they had to drive 15 minutes from Columbia Station to Strongsville, I didn't say a word and say, hey, dude, I lose 2 hours out of my day every single day when I'm driving out to Strongsville for over a decade. Okay? So that's why I'm 10 minutes away from my store now. I love it. Anyways, you guys are kind of getting the point. Okay? Come in, stop in, harass me. I'm up here on Sundays, man. Come check me out like everybody else does. It's our biggest day of the week. The track is open and it looks beautiful. Come on out here. It is free. Get your kids into some Gorgons. Love you guys. Stop on up 7 days a week.